Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently pushing a little bit higher. Bitcoin is attacking that next upside Fibonacci level at $95,080. It's the 161.8 extension we talked about before. Not a surprise that we are still pushing. Maybe Bitcoin is going to make a new all-time high overnight. The idea was that we could still stretch a little bit higher in this wave C of 3. At least that's the best interpretation I can offer for this ending diagonal pattern, which is clearly not an impulse, but we're dealing with an ending diagonal. These diagonals are often characterized by overlapping waves. We have something that we can consider a 3-wave move up in wave 1. We have a wave 2 from the higher low. So by the way, here in this wave 1 is quite clear that this here is a 3-wave move, even though it might look like 5. And we could call it a leading diagonal in wave 1, but then what is this? So it all fits quite well, the idea that this is the wave 4 low here. And by the way, don't be surprised by these wave degrees. I had to raise it by 1. So unfortunately, this here should be a higher wave degree, but I just want to show the microstructure. But we had a wave 4 low, and then within the wave 5, another 1-2 setup, and that wave 1, in my interpretation, formed an ABC structure. So idea is A, B, C. A wave itself, a 3-wave move, B wave, C wave, then a pullback forming a higher low. And now this third wave is obviously also an A, B, C structure. A wave again, a 3-wave move, which is absolutely as per the Elliott Wave guidelines and rules. It can be a 5-wave move, an A wave can be a 3-wave or a 5-wave move. In this case, it's a 3-wave move. Then we had the B wave pullback forming a higher low, and the C wave up here, pushing towards the possibly the 178.6 extension. We can also draw some Fib extensions here because the 100% extension is typically a common target internally, just measured internally, for such a C wave. That's at 97,070, but that's based on the internal structure. I mean, overall, I'd say that this third wave doesn't need to go much higher. It could do, but it doesn't need to go much higher. It's pretty much reached the 123.6 extension based on this measurement, 95K. Yeah, could stretch a bit higher. I mean, it's reached sort of the bare minimum. But looking at the internal structure, that C wave could still extend a little bit more, just a little bit. And I communicated to my members earlier today, to our gold members, that any break below that last low here at around 93,250 would be an early indication, and I will probably then assume that this is the case, that this fourth wave has started. Because at the moment we might argue that this C wave in wave 3 is still unfolding, that it's a 5-wave move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could still stretch a bit higher, and then the wave 4, then the wave 5, then the wave count is full. If the wave count is full, the risk for a pullback is high, and I'm talking about that sort of 15% correction that I warned about yesterday. Everybody needs to be aware of that. Could send us into that lower support region there, but I'm not going to, just because the wave count is full, it doesn't mean a correction has to happen. It doesn't mean suddenly the trend has to change. First of all, the interpretation could be wrong. We always have to consider that obviously there could be a flaw in the analysis. I mean, micro counting is difficult, it's tricky. So it's the best interpretation we can offer based on the price data we have right now. But that's only one thing. The other one is extensions can always happen. So for example, a 5th wave can extend way beyond what you might think is reasonable. Therefore, this is obviously, there are no certainties, but Elliott Wave can help us to reduce the uncertainty in the market. Some uncertainty remains, and we can manage that with tactics. So for example, we do not want to assume a top is in until the price breaks below some kind of support or gives us a 5-wave pullback, which would be an indication the trend goes down. So these are the things that we are watching at the moment on the Bitcoin chart. Short term, therefore, we could still go a little bit higher. And what shouldn't happen if this internal 4th wave pullback happens, we don't want to break below the wave 2 low, located at 88,750. We don't want that, right? But once we have formed a local top in this internal third wave, I will provide support for the internal fourth wave that will probably be communicated in the videos in the next few days, depending on how long this takes. And yeah, price action still overall quite choppy. It's not that euphoric sentiment anymore that we see right now. It sort of looks really like the end of a move. Like, I'm not talking here about a major top, but still I'm talking about a local top that could form and would lead to maybe around about a 15% pullback. We talked about that in the video when we covered the daily chart as well. Yeah, so very important to be aware of that. So if you want to stay up to date about that, you can also consider to follow us on X, yeah, formerly Twitter. Earlier today, I provided an update about Bitcoin. So you get some updates here as well, not as many as you get in the Gold membership. But if there is something new, you typically see it there first. And some of these updates are also posted here on X. And feel free to check it out. The link is in the video description. There's also a discount code just lasting for 10 days for our annual membership gift cards. If you're looking for a gift, it's that season, right? Approaching the end of the year. If you want to get one of your friends or family members into crypto, that might be for you. So we normally don't provide discounts, but it's a 10-day limited discount for our annual gift card membership. So yeah, I don't think there is much more to say here at about the Bitcoin chart. Tomorrow we should have some more insights. Naturally, the structure of the next pullback will be absolutely critical. I'm talking here about the structure of that internal fourth wave pullback. I mean, if it happened now, and you know what, I will remove this support region now. We don't need that anymore. The price reacted successfully to it. What we want to do now is we want to add a Fibonacci support area for this fourth wave pullback. But bear in mind, this is a very preliminary support area, which will move with the price as we still climb higher. But should that pullback occur now, and let me tidy this up a little bit, should that pullback occur now, then it shouldn't really break anymore below 91,055, because a fourth wave in a diagonal, while it could go lower without invalidating, this is actually sort of, I'd say, my maximum for a wave 4, right? So any break below 91,055 now would be an indication that we have topped. Even though I'd like to see that C wave of wave 3 go just a little bit higher. So yeah, that's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.